Hi, I'm Cameron Plato, CEO of Plow Networks.
Hi, I'm Brian Law, the president of Plow Networks.
Plow Networks was founded in 2012.
What
was it like?
It was like what you see right here,
Yeah.
except with a card table
Yeah.
and not a nice conference room table. It was
Yeah.
Brian and Cameron.
That was it.
That's what it was like. It was a vision with like ever-changing plans, I think. The kind of
Yeah.
I mean,
We knew where we were going, just how we got there was
yeah.
fluid. Ultimately, at a macro level, when you look back on it, we did exactly what we said we were going to do. There was just lots of little detours along the way and distractions.
We just drove to California to get to Florida.
Yes, it was definitely around
Something
your rear
like
to
that.
your elbow, but we got there. So, for me, I wanted to build an organization that is a company that I would want to do business with. I was in the end user space, and I sought to find a reseller, integrator, partner, et cetera, that was going to behave and act and deal with me in a certain way, and that just, I couldn't find it. And so that is where, that gave birth to the idea of, let's do this way. Brian and I met, and he had similar ideas about how things should be done, and so that's what we set out to do.
I think I go back to what I was doing prior to, and what drove me out of that was the lack of focus on the customer. And meeting Cameron years before we decided to start, we shared a lot of the same philosophies as it relates to the client. And he was passionate about taking care of the client as I was.
Yeah, I'd say maybe a couple layers of that onion you can peel back to. It'd be, we saw the majority of the attention and I'd say quality work being done in the enterprise space that wasn't available to everybody. We thought that was a big disservice. We also had common clientele that in order to get something done, they would have to go to 4 or 5 different outlets where everything was a discrete service, and it put them in an awkward position to try to coordinate and bring all that together. And we thought that was a bit silly too. So we felt like, hey, by bringing all of these disparate services under one umbrella and really giving them sort of a cohesive point of responsibility, it would be valuable to the customers. I'd say another reason we started the company was we wanted to build something where there was a culture, where the people within the organization felt part of a community, they felt valued, they felt like there was mobility within the organization. I think that was an important piece of getting this off the ground, was also to give people a place where they can learn, experiment, try things, take risks, et cetera, in sort of a protective environment. So
Not be afraid to fail.
not be afraid to fail, one of our core values. So we went from the 2 of us to essentially 30 or so people. But keep in mind, we have people who are not full-time employees that are very much part of this team. So I would say when you look at the expansion of all of those, what I call on-demand resources, or people who are critically important and part of the team, we're probably in the neighborhood of 50 or so. So it's a big team. Let's see, who do we want to thank? 10 years.
Probably Amy and Catherine. Out of the gate.
Families for sure.
The families.
They need to be thanked. They've, the one thing that comes with starting any business is, more than anything, in my opinion, is uncertainty.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is an absolutely crippling feeling of not knowing. It's exciting, it's scary, and everything all at once. And to drag other people who have no control, it's like throwing somebody blindfolded in the back seat and going, we're going to go somewhere. Hang on.
Yeah.
And they're getting thrown all around and everything. That's what it's like. So thanks to them.
Yeah, Amy would just always say, "I trust you. Go do it."
Yeah.
Like, you got
Do
it.
your
Go do
thing.
it. Yeah.
Especially the early employees or associates that, you show up and you think you're going to be at this, you show up for a business and here you are, and it's like a card table and 2 guys sitting around like, hey, welcome to the job, and everything's coming out of thin air. That's
Your last job probably looked different
a little more formal
than this one.
Yeah, them certainly, and everybody along the way for the confidence and faith they put into us as leadership and the organization and so on. Partners, our distributors, the lines of credit, all that kind of stuff in the beginning that you don't think about it now because it's just
No
table stakes.
certifications, but still get the same kind of deal that others would get just based on reputation and previous relationships.
A lot of people that went out on a limb for us in the very beginning just to say, no, I know these guys, they're good at their side. So we would have literally never gotten here without them, or certainly wouldn't be where we're at this point in time. Clients, like hands down, the most important. They took on a lot of at least perceived risk by going with us, and
a couple in particular
rolled the dice
early on.
Yeah, and I think we still treat them probably a little extra special to this day as a result of that. I think what we set out to do, we're doing. It's not done. It'll never be done. So there's always room for improvement. There's always other things of value to bring to the market. The market's always changing. The demands on us are changing. So we're always adapting to that. But by and large, I think what we set out to do and what we wanted to accomplish in terms of an environment and a culture and client care and all that, we're doing that.
I mean, you look around this place. I mean, it's nothing but awesome people at this point, and they all have their ideas, and they're taking culture and values and things like that to an all new level. For me, I'm excited about the development of people here. We've got great people, and they're hungry to do more.
Yeah.
And that's fun and that's neat. And the way we're growing is allowing people the opportunity and affording people the opportunity to grow more.
That's what we set out to do. It's nice to look around and see that, hey, here's people doing things different and better than we would have done them.
For sure.
And bringing new ideas to the table, and really I can sit back and not pull a lever and something still happens,
Yeah.
and better than, and that's great for everybody. So here's to another 10 years.
I'm down. Ready.
All right.
Let's do it.
Let's make it happen.